Morning, good day, good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Sunday, as in the sun that you see behind me, representing that sun within our heart space, guys. So the sun is reflective of all the love and light that we are and that we hold within our being, and not just on this timeline, multi dimensionally, light streams of consciousness that we are always embodying in this moment of here and now. Also, the sun, as in SON, we are all the sons and daughters of this glorious light. And then Sunday, SUNDAY, representing that day of rest. Well, that day of rest, or the first day of the week, can also represent our beginning, a new moment to step into our light through reflection, which is rest, through meditation, through allowing ourselves to release the distractions of what is before us and to go within and to commune with that light within, with that love within, with our pure God source energy within, that we are always in every moment, regardless of what may be coming to rise in our emotions. It is always love, it is always light, and it is always for the expansion of love and light. So do not judge, do not criticize when you are fluctuating in these emotions. It is part of the human experience. It is part of our ride. It is part of our journey to connect to more and more light, to more and more parts of ourselves that we have separated from ourselves. All is an opportunity in every moment. Every moment is a gift that is reflecting, and it is a portal to allow more and more of you to emanate, to embody, to illuminate, to experience on our physical journey. That's so beautiful, guys. So obviously it's a beautiful day out here. It's a little nippy. So I just wanted to share in the light codes and share in this. And I'll go in and do a collective reading. And then if anyone happens to hop on, I can do some personals. So just take a deep breath in, connect to that heart space, connect to that light, connect to that love, and know that is your truth. And exhale. I'm gonna go inside. We're coming back from a walk. All right, guys. Obviously, everyone is enjoying their Sunday. I don't see anybody on yet. So I will deliver a collective Sunday message. I have no idea what's coming through, but I know that at the beginning, Spirit had me say Happy Sunday, bringing forth messages, sweetness, the sweetness of life. So today I know that Spirit is wanting to bring forth messages of sweetness, and Spirit is saying that we are the ones that infuse life with the sweetness. We are the essence of the sweetness that we experience. We are the creator. We are the light and love. We are the sugar and the cherry on top, Spirit is saying, through our allowance, through our allowance of all the light and love that we are, through our experiences of sadness, even they're saying, through the experiences of sadness or what we would consider negative emotions. It's through those densities that we become lighter. It is through those densities that we actually infuse our love, infuse our light, infuse the the density with light, to transmute it, to have it become lighter, to teach us another aspect about ourselves, to engage in more self-love, to allow more of ourself to come forth through the array of emotions, through the array of experiences that we have chosen at a soul's level to have on this journey of you. Every moment of you is an opportunity to extract and to infuse simultaneously the sweetness of life. It is through our perception that we choose our frequency of that sweetness. Sometimes it is bittersweet, sometimes it's sugar sweet, sometimes it's too sweet. So Spirit is saying just allow all of that. Nothing is bad, nothing is wrong. All is to be experienced to give you a fuller experience of the sweetness of life through you, through your experiences. And so it is. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a beautiful message. For those popping on now, I had a little outside experience there where Spirit had us connect to the sun within, and it was a nice little channeling. All right. Let's see who's there. Hey, good morning, Carissa. Good moment of you, Carissa. Good, beautiful moment of glorious light shining from you, Carissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if I can show you a little shot of the sun. It was so beautiful at the beginning. You can watch, but well, where is it? See that sun there, Carissa, and whoever else is watching now or later? That is the outer reflection, the outer manifestation of your light shining on earth. And that is exactly what you came to create and experience on your journey, to shed light, to create pathways through the densities, through the veil, through the forgetfulness of who we are. That is so beautiful. All right. So I'm going to do a collective message. Happy Sunday. And today's message, the overall message is what Spirit is saying is about extracting. We're the extractor and the infuser of the sweetness of life based on our experience, based on our perception, based on where we are in every moment. And every moment is to bring forth a greater sweetness. Even in those bittersweet times, it is to bring us to a greater self-awareness, a greater self-love, a greater appreciation of all that is before us. For we are that which we see before us. We are this, and that is us. It is both. It is simultaneous. But by going within, and Spirit is saying, by going within and observing what frequency we are perceiving from, we have free will and we have the ability to tweak our focus, And a lot of times we might get caught in ruts, or we get caught in a momentum of finding the negative, finding the things we're dissatisfied with, when we always have free will every moment to create from a higher perception. And it is up to us step by step, little by little. And then we create a momentum. We create a wide open door. We create a floodgate for the new momentum to be based in a higher frequency perception. It is not our outside circumstances that create our emotional response. It is not our emotions are not an after effect. It's this and that. Whatever we are experiencing on the outside, we created. And through that creation, we also created the emotional response. So if we want to change our emotional responses, we want to change what we see on the outside, we have to connect to those higher frequencies of perceptions within. And then we create a different outside reflection to give us a different emotional response. Very cool. Don't tell my daughter, but I snuck into her ice cold brew. I don't normally drink coffee, but ice cold brew with oat milk doesn't taste like ice cold brew. It doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes like a sweetness. So I like, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do like sweet coffee, and it doesn't even taste sweet. I mean, it doesn't taste like coffee. It's kind of like coffee ice cream. I like that. So I snuck into it, and she has her own drawer. She's a teenager, and she's very, very specific with her diet. She has her own drawer, the crisper drawer in the fridge, and it says Drasana, and we're not allowed to touch it. But I did sneak a little bit. But anyways, very beautiful messages. All messages of truth bring forth freedom. They bring forth liberation. They bring forth lightness. So when you are choosing your truth, or choosing what you want to claim as your own, what you want to cultivate, how is it making you feel? Spirit is bringing this to mind. So if something, a truth, a teaching, a reflection of you in your outside world, if it doesn't feel good, it is just to aid you in waking up. They're saying it's a wake-up call to maybe tweak your perception, which tweaks your frequency, which creates lighter situations, lighter circumstances, and lighter emotions. So you are always the driver. You always have control, even when you don't feel you have control. Spirit is saying You are the driver, and it's through our emotions that is the fuel. If we just sit there, and now I'm referring to something I listened to on YouTube from Nerval Goddard, and there was a teaching on it. If we can think all of these things as we create and manifest, we can think them, but if we don't have any emotion behind them, they don't create. So it is the emotions that is the fuel to creating. So I can think, okay, I live blah blah blah, or I have this and that and the other thing. But if I'm just thinking it and imagining it with no feeling behind it, then the creation just remains a thought. It is the emotions that fuel. It's the emotions of our desires or our goals that fuel those manifestations. In the same with emotions that we aren't, that don't feel good and are creating not feel good situations, they also create. So you as the driver always have the power to create the reflection, the experience of your emotions through your own free will. You can keep creating by default, or you can take back the wheel and steer. The wheel is like the steering, it's like our focus. It's steering us to what we want to see. This is so cool. So spirit's coming through now. The steering wheel. So if you turn left, oh my God, you're going to see something different. If you turn right, you're going to see something different. So what spirit is saying is through our eyes, through our perception, we create the ride as we're going along. And also in that ride, through our perception, when we generate certain emotions, they're creating a momentum of that more and more and more. And along our journey, as we're driving, and you'll feel all of a sudden, oh man, this sucks, or this road is bad, or I don't like what I'm seeing, I don't like the scenery. They're saying that we can adjust that and create that road and that pathway as we choose to perceive something beautiful, they're saying, from that path. If you can extract one little thing, you can extract and create a new momentum of emotion and creation on that path. So you as the driver, it's through your emotion and your perception of what you choose to focus on that you actually are creating your path as you drive along, as you move along. That's so awesome. Carissa, it brings to point that card, and that really hit home the other day. We did 2 cards, and you said, oh, that's my relationship. And it was a dark, cut out, paved heart, but it had one little speck. And I remember thinking and contemplating upon your reading and thinking, yeah, I was doing that, not even knowing it. So as we choose the negative, we just keep kind of burying that and creating that momentum more and more. We carve out our life's experience through our perception, which creates a frequency, which creates that visual, that hologram. And they're saying that little speck of white that was in that heart card that you had, when we choose to focus on that speck of light, that positivity, that lighter feeling, we generate more of that. And then those lighter frequencies generate more freedom and more liberation within us to experience. So that card really hit home for me as well. So thank you for holding space with that reading there the other day. All right. So sweetness of life. Let's see. Oh, I see my book here. So you guys know Tino at the Tempo. He wrote this book. I'm waiting for him to sign it. I ordered his book Stella, and it's a fun fanciful, how you say it, fanciful little book about a little girl that you would think was powerless, but she actually saved her kingdom. So that's kind of cool. So if you guys haven't checked that out, Santino Perone, I have that on my Ria Barna. I was just glancing over there and saw that. Okay. Oh my goodness. So now they're bringing this to mind too. They have my eyes going over there. This is a beautiful little heart rock that my friends Lionel and Jolene, I don't know how you say the last name, Boucher, sent me from Australia. And in this rock, there's a bunch of little portals within it. It was a rock, and he actually carved it into a heart and sent it to me. But within this solid heart, there's a bunch of little portals. And that's just all of the perceptions that we have taken to create a bigger momentum, a greater experience of love. And even in the darkness, the unknown, not having the answers, the confusions, feeling like shit, all of that. Well, when we choose to focus on something light or positive in that situation, we literally are creating portals where we enter greater experiences and a more momentum based in that light, in that liberation, in that love, and in those higher perceptions. So spirit just wanted me to mention that. Yeah, it's like porous. It's porous, and there's tons and tons of little portals. So every thought, they're saying, every thought that you generate, every thought that you choose or follow, it's not, some thoughts come up because we're clearing them, and they're not, if they're not engaged, they don't have that powerful manifesting capability, they're saying. So sometimes you might just have thoughts go through and then catch yourself, and you might think, oh, that's not very, very positive, or that's not very loving. And that's okay. That's okay to allow them to pass through you. And you, as an awakened being of light, are going to notice that more and more. And they're saying again, don't judge that, allow that feeling to pass, because in that you also are allowing yourself to choose a different perception. So it's almost like a little guidance when we get negative thoughts or negative little things passing through us, and we catch ourselves. That's so beautiful, because actually they're acting, those little mini dark spots, we can call them dark because they're just the absence of light, which is love, which is a higher frequency. When we can catch ourselves, they are saying those are little guides just pointing us that, hey, you're observing this, and hey, maybe you can tune in, maybe you can tune into a positive thought, which actually creates its own portal. So they're saying every positive thought actually creates a portal for you to traverse and then experience greater expressions of love, of light, of liberation, of freedom. Truth is freeing. Truth is love. It is light. It is joy. And they're saying when you catch yourself, they're saying this again, and this is really good for me, because I noticed lately, I, as Maria, really have been on a momentum and paving a path of where I notice everything wrong in the house, what everybody is doing wrong, every little mishap, every little accident, every little slobby thing, every little, all of that. And I was really on a momentum of really, I was really seeing that in everything. And I was just creating it. I created more and more and more of it by bringing focus. So what Spirit is saying is, now I'm aware of it. I can stop and I can say, oh, they left empty, like this morning, my daughter leaves empty jars all the time, or empty containers in the fridge. She'll use it. It's not a drop left, and she'll put it back in the fridge. I can say, find something thankful about that. Or at least my daughter is home. She's not in college yet. At least I get this experience, and just finding it and making it lighter. You guys have the power to do that. So just catching yourself is a gift, and it's not to bash yourself or say, oh geez, am I going to ever swiffen up? No, they're little guides. So any little dark spots, any little dark thoughts, they are actually guides letting us know we can choose, and we have the opportunity to pick a different perception. That is so empowering. Yes, thank you, James. Volcanic rock. I was trying to think of that name, but yeah, I think it's volcanic rock. Exactly. Holy shit. And what's volcano? One thing, everything ties in. It's just so amazing. So a volcano represents an explosion. It represents fire. It represents burning. It represents creation, creating new forms, mountains. It represents passion for, you know, energy and channeling energy where you want to apply it. But it also can represent releasing of those explosive feelings that needed to be released because they were so repressed and dense. So it's all good, and it's all working for us. So even in this volcanic rock, it's showing even those areas where we might feel like we had a negative explosion. Well, nothing is negative, because then it's brought to your awareness, and anything in your awareness is positive. That's beautiful. It means you're aware. You have the opportunity to choose different, or actually to exponentiate or create more momentum of that energy. So this is really beautiful and freeing, and it brings forth so much self-love and forgiveness when you know that everything is beautiful. Even the worst of the worst gives us an opportunity to choose something else. And you guys are at a frequency and an awareness and an embodiment of your love and light at such a capacity that you are aware, and just bringing your awareness and choosing if it's something you want to keep the momentum and keep creating and reflecting, or choose a different path, open a different door, go to a different part of your brain. That's so awesome. And James, I give James credit. James, are you the one that created Happy Sunday? I can't remember now. But anyways, you were on the live when I came up with that term, Happy Sunday. So back in Florida when I was on Fernandina Beach. Hey, good morning, Munazabi. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. And there's so Sunday in so many ways. And the power of three, even when we can reflect on all three aspects of Happy Sunday. It also is creating a portal. So when we can take SUN day as a day of reflection, going within, connecting within ourselves, we truly have a new day, beginning of a new week, a new cycle, as we allow that opportunity to reflect and to engage with our light and with our love. Every moment of self-reflection or self-awareness really is an opportunity to create from a new day. It's so beautiful. And then the SON, I mentioned this earlier in the live, we're all sons and daughters of pure love and light. This is what we are. This is what we create. And you guys, as Master Light Blasters, are aware of this. You are so gifted, Spirit is saying. You really are activating the light as you traverse through the darkness, and allow that darkness as an opportunity to show you what you're focusing on, and then gives you the power as the driver to refocus on something other than that. So that puts a whole new perspective on dark, on they're saying evil, even though there is no evil, but our definition or label of evil or negativity, or all of those lower vibes, that gives us a new perspective, because now we can say, oh, thank you for this experience of a lower vibe. It's showing me I have the free will and the God power to choose something different. So it's so empowering. And a Master Light Blaster is empowered by the darkness. It activates your light, it catalyzes. Even like a volcano, it can look dead and dormant, but there's so much power in it. It's up to you how you want to use that volcanic power. Thank you, James. Co-creating again. All right. It was sweet. So instead of Sunday, I typed Sunday. I thought you were like the creator in that. Co-creator. I think it also got you thinking. Co-creating, absolutely. And James, we're so reflections of one another in that light. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, and then it just frees us up not to hold any density, judgment, or anything on ourself in that new thinking. Oh, I had a bad experience, or oh, I shouldn't have done that. Well, no, if you when you say you shouldn't have done that, it's almost like being in regret and then not actually accepting the gift of whatever that situation it was of. I shouldn't have done that. It was a gift, that was a guide to show you you can choose, or you can act, or you can respond differently. And because you guys are all pure, shining love, abundant rays, unlimited, you're always given unlimited opportunities to change course, to change your perception. You are eternal beings of love and light, creating unlimited fractals and rays and pathways. So if you feel, even from the human mind, that, oh, I screwed that path up, no, you didn't. That path was an opportunity to show you where you could choose something different. But all those paths are limitless. They're limitless. That is what the grace of God is. That's what grace is. It's unlimited opportunities, love, forgiveness, to choose another way, another path. And you wouldn't know the experience of the other path without the other path. So it's all works together, Spirit is saying. All right. So I am going to pull, let's see, mystical wisdom. Okay. This is really beautiful. And to me, all spiritual messages are mystical wisdom. So I'm just going to pull a collective spiritual wisdom card message. And if anybody out there wants a personal, I did set my PayPal up. Otherwise, I'm going to just do the collective. And if you missed the beginning, I don't know. It's just, God, I love channeling spirit and communing. And spirit isn't separate from us. We refer to spirit or higher self sometimes because we lack the verbiage as a human to say anything other, but it's one with us. It's just that connection to that higher frequency self that we've opened up that door and we're allowing. So spirit and guides and angels, none of it is separate from us. We've just opened that door of a frequency we hold within. And because it's not always our normal way of operating, we refer to it and label it and define it as something other than us, but it's all us. It's coming from one of the rays, the fractals of our sunbeams, wherever that sun went. It's just another fractal and ray emanating from us, and we open up the door. And spirit is also bringing to mind that shows how we're multidimensional, because we contain all of these multidimensional parts of ourselves in everyday life. If we go to the store and we're being a shopper, we take on a different role in a different frequency, and that's how we're multidimensional. We have all these roles. It could be a father, a son, a cousin, a brother, a sibling, a part of a soul family, um, channeling in your higher galactic self or spiritual self. We are so good at our multidimensionality. We have even discounted and discarded how we display and operate in our multidimensional self in a quote unquote 24-hour period. Every frequency, every frequency experience is actually bringing forth another aspect of our multidimensional selves. The many us contained in this physical experience as James, as Moon, as Carissa, as Ria. We are displaying in many frequencies throughout a day, and every frequency is a multidimensional self coming forth, stepping to the plate as we go through our everyday human life. That is so fascinating, the way that information is brought through. So also they say information, every multi-dimensional part of us that is experienced throughout many moments of now, but we can say it's a day, gives us an opportunity to also explore many different informational streams. Much information is opened up for us through our multidimensional self, which every frequency is required. We wouldn't want to just be beaming light and gods all day without a little denser experience, because that's what gives it the experience, the depth, the learning, the knowledge, the expansion. That's why we came. It makes it fun sometimes when you're on a roller coaster and it's scary and you're going down, and then you're like, oh, that's better when I'm coming up. But as you're going up, you might be anticipating that drop. And it's just what makes it fun. We came for the fun. We came for all arrays. We came to experience the multidimensional self as this human now. And every moment gives you an opportunity to explore a frequency. Every frequency is demonstrating a multidimensional you stepping up, gathering information, extracting and expanding it within that experience. And then all the multidimensional selves of you gain the light of that experience. Just like the whole, you're getting all brighter, but every ray and every path adds to that whole. It ignites your light. You're embodying more light in the physical as you allow every multidimensional you, which in our human form is displayed as a frequency we experience, a thought, an emotion, then that creates the experience. And it's also unbelievable. It's also expansive. It's beautiful. All right. So I'm going to pull a divine, what's that called again? A mystical wisdom. Just a little more wisdom on this whole thing as a collective. All right. Let's just see. Oh, so every opportunity and every frequency opens up. Spirit is saying every frequency that we experience and embody opens us up to divine wisdom. It opens us up to releasing information that was once mystical, that which was unknown or information that we did not understand. So every frequency is a gift. It is a door to a portal of a multidimensional self to experience, to gain insight from information, to expand information, to embody information. And all of that information is simply us activating more and more of our innate self, our God source self, to be experienced as a seemingly limited perception of James, of Moon, of Carissa, of Kimmy, of anyone watching now or later. So it's all really beautiful. There is nothing to forgive. There's only allowance. Spirit is saying we need not apologize or forgive, for there is nothing to apologize for. There is nothing to forgive when we are operating in this frequency, in this vibration. All right. We hold the keys. Spirit is saying we hold the keys to unlocking all mystical wisdom. We hold the key to unlocking all mystical wisdom through our allowing, through us releasing the resistance and allowing the resistance that we were holding to be our friend. Whatever was causing the resistance wasn't to be resisted. It was a team member to help us to unlock. So we unlock the wisdom within us by allowing ourselves all of the experiences without judgment, without releasing. But even in those experiences, they teach us something as well. All right, what do we got, Spirit? Beautiful Sunday message. Thank you. All right, this one. What do we got? Dreams. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your dreams. Goes back to the beginning message about creating our dreams and what creates our dreams. It's not just the thought, it's the emotion, the fuel behind it. So allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to embody all emotions. And when you're not happy with an emotion, observe it, allow it. Contemplate what was its basis in. Why do you believe that? What triggered that emotion? And then allowing yourself to take that one emotion. Maybe you think something's not possible. So maybe you have a dream and you think it's not possible. Then you get a little angry or like, why am I dreaming this anyways? Or I haven't seen the fruition of it yet. And then that gives you an opportunity to take that same emotion and say, but what if? What if I was living this dream and then experiencing the emotions as if it was? Before dreams, believe in your dreams. Yeah, it's just, to me, it's allowing all. And then the butterfly is showing the transformation of us. We come into a more pure version of ourselves with every dream, with every thought, with every emotion, and with every experience. And Spirit is saying, and must we not forget that the life we are living right now is a dream. It's a dream in motion. The life we're living now is not any more real than the dreams that we dream when we're asleep. So we really do have the the fluidity to create and to perceive and to allow all that we want to experience. So I'll just read that thing on it real quick. Just going to read the book if I have it, just to see what else it says. And then I will head off, unless someone wants a reading. And if anyone ever wants to come on when I'm doing a live and wants to share something, just tell me and I will put the StreamYard there if anyone ever wants to share anything. Dreams. Believe in yourself and reach for the stars. You have the courage, the patience, and passion within you to make a difference. When you have a dream, only you have the responsibility to make it real. Oh my God, that brings on another point. So when we dream or we have these big visions, sometimes we don't believe that we're powerful enough to do it. And I know my own personal experiences. I always wanted someone to hop on the ride with my dream, help join in, collaborate. And I was actually given the complete opposite, where everybody in my normal reality, the physical reality, don't didn't resonate or have that passion per se. But that was a gift, because then it taught me to have more courage and to take responsibility for my dreams and to know I'm the creator of them. And knowing that you have that power within, then you will attract and bring the people on board that are there to support and collaborate with you. Like, you guys are all collaborating in every channel I do, every message I do. So I have that through you guys now, but I had to take responsibility and present myself or be vulnerable or have the courage to step out and to share, to shine my light or to shine my messages or to allow channel to come through. Channel, spirit. So some of you might be having difficulty in achieving your dreams because you might think you need other people's approval, or you might need other people support. And it's not that we don't get that support, but we got to show up, Spirit is saying, for ourselves first. Take our own action, open up our heart, show up for you, and others will show up for you as well. They're saying, as you show up for yourself in every moment, through your allowance, through your alignment, through your embodying of the energy, through speaking your truth, through embodying your truth, through making decisions based in your truth, what you know to be real in this moment of now. And that is always expanding. So don't pigeonhole yourself. They're saying, don't be down on yourself if you change. Change is not a negative thing. Change is an expansion of thought, of information, of being. Okay, so dreams When you have a dream, only you have the responsibility to make it real. Dreams are never free. Oh, that's funny. It may take time, energy, and sacrifice to create the reality and live your dream. It also takes preparation, determination, and effort. Never compromise or surrender your dreams. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. And the mantra is, I believe in following my dreams. And that's so funny because what Spirit is saying right now is, you are the dream. You are the dream unraveling. You are the dream in process. And every moment is a moment to take action on your dream, to embody your dream, to believe, to put your thoughts, your focus on that dream, and to allow it to unfold in every moment of now. The dream isn't concrete, it's always expanding and it's flowing, but it's not something outside of you that you are achieving. It is coming through you, through your experience, through your emotions, through your engagement, through your allowing. So I have a dream, like whatever it is on the outside world that you're dreaming, that you want to see manifest in the physical, it doesn't come from there. It doesn't come from it coming from you from the outside. It comes from you dreaming it, connecting to it in here, and then allowing that to project through your hologram called life. It's almost like taking the outside world. I'm looking out the window. It's like, come on, give me what I want. Give me what I want. But it's a surrendering and a creating all in one. It's a surrendering to what you see before you. It's a surrendering to your circumstance and then now. But it's also by creating, and they're saying, they're showing me, take a lasso and and attaching to that which you want, but from within, and allowing it to play out within so that you can have the outside experience of it. Very beautiful message today, guys. Very beautiful Sunday message. We all think spirit is serpent until we learn to see without our eyes and understand without consciousness. Very profound, James. We all think spirit. Oh, serpent. I think you meant separate, maybe. Oh, there we are. Now I see it. I got you. Well, you made a good point, and nothing is ever accident. So serpent can kind of sometimes represent serpent or something evil or devilish or whatever that you've got to be worried about getting swallowed up. And when we really realize nothing is separate from us, there really, really is nothing to be afraid of. There is no devil, there is no evil. It is all just information for us to process, to allow, to transmute. So truly, there is nothing ever, ever they're going to suck us up or take us away or possess us, because we are that and that is us. There is no separation. Spirit is saying there is nothing to fear. And the more liberated and the more you allow, the more information you allow into your experience, the more you gain the physical experience of that. Yes, like Wonder Woman's lasso of truth. Very good. Hey, good morning, Gina Palazzo. Gina, that message, that vision you shared with me, I haven't responded yet. That voicemail is so beautiful. It's like you're experiencing the dream. Oh my God. So Gina, you make a good point here. I just saw your name. Gina sent me a message this morning how she had the experience of the whole world merging together and entering that portal of love and peace. And I'm not doing it justice, but in general. And she felt the wave of the air, the frequency shift in her body, and it was overwhelming. And she actually experienced the uniting of the whole world coming together in peace and love in this portal of creation of love on earth. And Gina, you had a real life experience of that dream. We all want peace on earth. We all want love. We all want to experience that heaven on earth, yet we still want to maintain our own individual expression and fun and sense of self. And Gina, you demonstrated and co-created this message as well, as you shared a real life experience of your dream manifest. That was so beautiful because you had that experience, was so real. Like they said, this dream is no different than another dream. It's all just what we're creating and experiencing. And you had that real life experience without it being necessarily manifest in your concrete everyday life, but it is. It is and it isn't. That was a frequency. That was a part of your multidimensional self that Spirit was talking earlier, experiencing that every day. We experience aspects of our multidimensional self in every moment through different situations, thoughts, engagements, communications, dreams. And that was a piece of your multidimensional self already there, already experiencing it. And then it flooded into this moment of Gina Palazzo to hold on and to activate that in this timeline of Gina Palazzo. That is so beautiful. Kim Chemistry, good to see you. All right. Miranda, thank you so much, guys. You're so beautiful. I'm wrapping it up. Um, if anyone wants a personal right now, let me know. I set the donation link. Just open donations if you want a personal, how it applies to you. Otherwise, lots of beautiful, beautiful truth and information came through earlier. Let me see what Gina says. Cultures. I felt like fireworks of a rainbow. That's so beautiful. Yeah. So fireworks are activations of light. Gina, through that dream experience, it wasn't a dream, it is real. You activated that portal of light, of those rainbow colors, diamond colors, Christ consciousness, all of that to be coming forth in this life, in this physical reality, in the what we seem physical. Everything is an illusion per se, but the physical experience, our focus on this. Gina, you allowed and were a portal for the activation to really happen right here, right now. Is that not beautiful? Fireworks are activations of light codes. Every light code, every firework is multidimensionally connected as well. So you operated as a physical Gina in your experience as Gina, activating all of that information. It is now in your awareness. You experienced it. You had the emotion behind it to create it, the love, the peace, the bliss, the overwhelming sense of joy. And now it can create in your hologram as Gina. Wow. So your body is tingling. That is the after effect of your activation of light activated within you, of higher frequencies coming together and engaging in expanding out, Gina. Hey, Tamra. I have to watch the replay. Yes. Thank you so much. And anybody watching now or later, know that you are co-creating this because there is no time and there's something there for you, no matter what. We connect multidimensionally, like say Tamara and Gina. And even though I wasn't consciously aware of it, a piece of my multidimensional self was co-creating and collaborating with Miranda, with Gina, with James. And then now we've opened up those streams to be experienced in whatever now moment you are experiencing, whether it be replay or now. It's all now. It's all you. So beautiful. All right, guys. I'm going to sign off. Thank you. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining, James. Gina, let's blast you guys. Let's blast you. So when I blast you, to me, it's like we're receiving the codes and the light activations of your name there and all the multidimensional you that you've experienced. So thank you, Carissa. Thank you, James. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Kim Chemistry, fellow Jim, Powerhouse. Thank you, Miranda. And I think that's it for you guys and Tamra. Thank you guys. You're all master light blasters. Our light is activated through the darkness. You transmute and you expand and you allow through this physical time of now so much love, so much love to be illuminated because it's through you that you experience the sweetness of life, that you create that light that you are, that you generate all of these multidimensional pathways through your allowance, through releasing the resistance and making friends with that darkness, with that negative energy or denser energy. When you befriend it, it becomes part of your team. You allow it to be a part of you, which it was. It was created by you for you. It is a guide. It is a gift. It is a door to be opened, and where you allow more multidimensional streams of love and light and information to be embodied and to be experienced through you now. Very beautiful. All right, guys, may you all shine, and you are, with the entirety of all, not just a little drop, but the entirety of all the love and light that you are.